Can algorithmic bias worsen social inequality? Have you ever wondered how technology might affect fairness in our society? Today, we are tackling a pressing question. Can algorithmic bias worsen social inequality? The answer is yes, and here's how it happens. Algorithmic bias occurs when artificial intelligence systems produce unfair outcomes that impact certain groups more than others. This can be based on characteristics like race, gender, or socioeconomic status. When machine learning models are trained on data that reflects existing societal biases, they can amplify these issues. Artificial intelligence systems relying on algorithms to analyze data and make decisions. Ideally, these algorithms should learn from unbiased and representative data. However, if the training data is skewed or incomplete, the resulting artificial intelligence can produce biased outputs. This bias is not a flaw in the algorithm itself, but rather a reflection of how it is developed and trained. Let's look at some real-world examples. Hiring algorithms that are trained on historical resumes often favor candidates from dominant demographics. For instance, one system penalized resumes that mentioned women's colleges, reflecting a male-dominated workforce. This can lead to qualified candidates from underrepresented groups being overlooked. Another example involves word association models. These artificial intelligence systems have linked names or gendered terms with stereotypes. For instance, associating woman with arts rather than science reinforces gender biases. This can limit opportunities for women in fields like technology and engineering. Credit scoring algorithms can also perpetuate inequality. Studies have shown that these systems often grant men higher credit limits than women. This creates financial disparities that can have long-term effects on economic stability. Facial recognition technology presents another challenge. These systems have misclassified individuals based on race or gender, leading to unfair treatment in law enforcement. This can exacerbate existing inequalities and mistrust in these technologies. The mechanisms behind algorithmic bias include training data bias, programming bias, and interaction bias. When input data reflects societal biases, the artificial intelligence learns and reproduces these patterns. Subjective choices in algorithm design can also favor certain groups. Additionally, artificial intelligence systems that learn from user interactions can adopt existing prejudices. Ethically, algorithmic bias raises significant concerns. It can undermine fairness and trust in artificial intelligence systems. In critical areas like healthcare, hiring, and finance, biased decisions can have life-altering impacts. Addressing these issues requires transparency, explainability, and ongoing monitoring to detect and mitigate unfair outcomes. When it comes to applications like ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Midjourney, these tools relying on large datasets and complex algorithms. They can inadvertently reflect biases present in their training data. For instance, they might generate stereotypical images or language patterns. Developers must implement fairness checks and update models to reduce bias. Users should also critically evaluate the outputs generated by these systems. In summary, algorithmic bias can indeed worsen social inequality by embedding and perpetuating existing prejudices through artificial intelligence systems. Understanding the sources and impacts of bias is essential for ethical artificial intelligence development and responsible use of technologies.